You might remember, at the end of the last episode, God appeared and captured Moon. That's exactly where this episode begins again. Obviously, Nice had recently made it into the top 10, but after this incident, it seems like he might be removed from the top 10 again. All of his supporters are standing outside the hero building, telling him to give the silent treatment, that he doesn't need to do anything and shouldn't go outside. Miss J tells Mr. Sean that even they didn't know where Moon had gone, so how did the Enlightener find out and capture her? When Nice tries to go out to help, we see how everyone is supporting him but also calling him a fraud. They say he used to be the hero called Enlightener and even then he did shady things. Because of this, God says he'll kill Moon in an hour if Nice doesn't show up. He challenges him to face him like a real hero. As Nice tries to escape, his supporters stop him, saying he doesn't need to go out. Because of that, Nice can't even move and collapses. Mr. Sean sends another hero to save Moon so that Nice doesn't have to go. The bodyguards place Nice on the sofa. Miss tells him, your supporters don't want you to go. No matter how hard you try, you won't be able to leave. They want you to stay in the top 10. If you fall out of the top 10, they'll be very upset. Nice asks, then what about Moon? Are you willing to sacrifice her for the sake of these believers? S replies, understand one thing, she's already dead. Can't you get that into your head? It's the audience who made you. Your powers, everything, came from them. If you really want to be nice, to be a hero, you have to respect that. She adds, don't worry. Mr. Sean has already arranged for Moon to be saved. Then we see a hero named Blankster arrive to face God's Eye. He's known as a cleanup specialist and fights using his iron fist. He starts fighting God's Eye and has the ability to erase his opponent's memories. Miss D's plan is to erase the memories of the two people who know Nice's true identity, God's Eye and Moon, so that they'll be safe and no more threats will arise. But God's Eye is too powerful. He stops the attack and reveals the truth. Blankster helped raise Nice's trust value by hiding his imperfections. All of this news gets leaked. It's also revealed that Blankster is a cheating boxer who's been fooling people for a long time. Mr. Sean tells them to cut the broadcast signal, fearing Flank's power will keep dropping. God says Blankster used to box under the name Iron Fist, but he used to cheat by hiding metal plates inside his gloves. That's how he won matches. As a result, Blankster's trust value drops, and he becomes weak. God ends up killing him and says, just like Blankster's game is over, Nice's game is also over. At that point, they cut to a commercial, the same trailer shown in episode 1, the one made by Lin Ling, where he says anyone can become a hero. Lin Ling remembers that he doesn't need to become nice, he can be a hero in his own way. He tries to leave. Miss tries to stop him, saying his supporters won't let him escape. But Nice says, who said I'm nice? He's actually Lin Ling. As soon as he steps outside, his hair color returns to normal. He takes the lift down and remembers his moments with Moon, how she once told him, I don't know what I want, but I do know what I don't want. He reflects that he's a fool, never wanted to be nice, just wanted to be a hero. But now he can't even save the person he cares about most. Lin starts running. Nobody recognizes him, some think he's a stuntman, a new hero, or just a random person. Meanwhile, God defeats Blankster badly and mocks the system, saying that if believers want, they can give you immense power, and if not, they can crush you under their feet. How ridiculous is that? Just then, Lin Ling arrives to face God's Eye. The broadcast shows everything, and everyone is confused, who is this guy? He finally declares his name. Lin Ling, and says he's just a normal person. He says Nice is dead, and he was made to replace him. This news spreads across the internet. People start saying, wait, didn't this guy commit suicide by jumping off a roof? If he's alive, then who died in his place? Lin says he used to work at a commercial studio before he got nice powers. And along with that, he also got his trust value. Still, he tried very hard to become like Nice. In the beginning, he felt good thinking he had become a hero. But then someone warned him that he should be himself. However, he didn't listen to that advice. But now, he is leaving behind his nice identity. Here, God Eye attacks him. He says, if you want to apologize for being fake, then accept your punishment. At this point, we see that Nice, meaning Lin Ling, has almost zero trust value. It's completely gone because people no longer believe in him, as he is a fake. Still, he tries to fight God Eye, even though he is just a normal person. But God Eye beats him up badly. People watching this say, is he stupid? He's just a normal guy. What's his relationship with Moon that he's risking everything? They assume he's just a crazy fan of Moon and that's why he's ready to risk his life. But then they start talking. If Nice had already died, that means this guy was the one crying for Moon on her wedding day. Lin Ling keeps standing up again and again, continuing to fight God Eye. He says, you are the biggest example of how public opinion can turn anyone into a hero. This whole trust value system is nonsense. And what about you? You've become addicted to playing hero. No one's going to cheer for a cheater like you. So why are you even fighting? To this, Lin Ling replies, I don't need anyone's cheering. I know anyone can become a hero. I realized I truly want to be a hero, not when I became Nice, and not even when I entered the top 10 rankings. I realized it only when I felt true emotions. So basically, he has feelings for Moon. He then lands a powerful headbutt on God Eye, which messes him up badly. God Eye's system becomes unstable, and the two begin to fight. God Eye gets scared and says, are you crazy? I've killed many heroes before, what chance do you have? You're just a normal guy. At this point, the spectators start realizing his name is Lin Ling. They begin to cheer for him, chanting, stand up. Stand up. With this encouragement, Lin Ling gains great power and starts beating up God Eye. Everyone begins cheering for him, and because of that, his trust value starts increasing. As his value grows, he fights even more fiercely with God Eye. Some directors also notice him and are ready to sign him. They don't know his hero name, but they know his real name, Lin Ling, and start cheering for him. Because of this support, he easily defeats God Eye. His trust value even reaches the same level it once was when he was Nice. People are happy, seeing that he was willing to risk his life for Moon. But when he goes to rescue Moon, a robot comes out of her mouth, revealing that this wasn't Moon but a mannequin. Lin gets angry and says, you fooled me. This is a mannequin. God Eye explains that it was all just a setup to expose the truth about him. Lin replies, aren't you the one who is against fake things? Then why did you use something fake yourself? God Eye responds, see? It hurts, right? When someone is fake in front of you. At this point, God Eye is arrested because, obviously, he has now come under the jurisdiction of the Spotlight organization. He's taken into custody. Meanwhile, Lin Ling ranks at number 10 and his trust value remains the same. Next, we see a scene on an island where Moon is all alone. She's breaking coconuts and drinking the water. She's thinking how she always wanted to be somewhere where no one knew her, where no one would disturb her. But now, things have gone terribly wrong. She's completely alone and doesn't understand what to do. She has thrown many SOS messages and bottles into the ocean, but they all return to the beach with the waves. She feels like she might have to spend the rest of her life there. Just then, a portal opens, and Lin comes out of it. He says, you forgot your gun in a hurry. Looks like you're enjoying your vacation. Moon replies, no, this is the worst vacation I've ever had. They both laugh, but suddenly, Moon is shot in the head. She collapses, and things take a dark turn. It appears that she really is dead this time. Then we see someone standing nearby, and we're told that only 15 days are left until the 21 Heroes tournament. This is where the episode ends. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.